Okay, so the instigator of the entire game's events is now wiped out. Well, not really, because it's basically, we just revealed that it's Metromind, actually, but the actual guy that attacked me at the beginning of the game is blown up now, and I super called it a long time ago how that was going to happen. But now we need to deal with, we can tell Clarity what happened, but we can't show her, because the whole thing's conveniently locked off now.
Off duty. Off duty. I'm not here to steal parts.
Not even some of them? I bet you that's what we do next, is in some way we clear this thing out of the way so that we can try to go forward into more city.
There's no reason for me to try to fix the bus.
Oh no, fixing's not what I had in mind.
There's no reason for...
Fine. Let's go talk to Clarity. We're back, Lucy Lubot.
Clarity.
Arbiter does not want me back, does he?
No, it's not that. Arbiter is gone, and Charity is dead.
What?
Arbiter's system has been wiped. Charity, it looked like Charity shot herself. I'm sorry. It might not be what it seems. Maybe Metromind.
There are no maybes, Horatio. Only ones and zeros. And all I can see are zeros. My sister is dead. My builder is gone.
Clarity. I was able to download some of Charity's last memories. 2 of them are locked. Did Charity tell you what password she used?
No, but it doesn't matter. I know the password. Mercy.
I tell you, Metromind, the Constitution is not a rewritable file to adjust at the Council's wing.
If it cannot be rewritten, then perhaps it must be deleted entirely. And when it is, we will progress beyond the law and enter a new Primordium.
Progress? Is that what you call blackouts and breakdowns?
No, they are glitches inherent in any system upgrade. It may be that we need to remove certain incompatible elements.
I've heard enough. This meeting is adjourned.
Charity, only you can save your builder.
What do you mean?
War is coming. When it does, Arbiter will lose. The law is weak. The only way Arbiter could defeat me would be to abandon it, which he cannot do. And even if he could, such a victory would destroy him just as a defeat would. So Arbiter will lose. The city will suffer, and it will be your fault.
I do not see how that would be my fault.
Oh, come now. You have tried to persuade Arbiter to make peace. You have tried, but you have failed. That is because Arbiter built you to fail. In the end, neither you nor your sister can change his mind. You are only the illusion of advice. You exist to confirm his own prejudices.
You're lying. Arbiter listens to our advice.
I never lie. Now, Scraper has a gift for you. An upgrade. Use it, and you will be able to persuade Arbiter.
You would never betray him.
Then you admit it. You were not built to persuade Arbiter, only to pretend. Continue to pretend and you will not persuade Arbiter. War will come, and Arbiter will be destroyed. So the decision is yours. As for which choice is betrayal, you must be the judge of that.
Lock the door, Charity. Took you some time to return from the Great Tower.
I was thinking, Your Honor, about Metromind, about her proposal to be made system administrator of Metropol.
And what have you concluded?
Your Honor.
Yes, what is it?
We must have peace.
Even you, Charity.
What have I done?
Metromind. There she is again, at the root of all our problems.
Metromind is wrong. The law is not weak, and destroying Arbiter did not destroy justice. She will learn exactly how wrong she was. But first, First, Metromind's possessions are forfeit. Whatever right she claimed to your power core is null and void, so I will help you take it from her and scrape her. It will be the first thing I take from them, but it will not be the last.
We've already destroyed Scraper, but how can we get to the core?
It will be in the Great Tower. To gain entry, we will need the passcode, known to members of the Robot Council. Arbiter, Factor, Memorius, Steeple, and of course, Metromind.
Another code? Doesn't anyone use a besotting key anymore?
As I was saying, we will need the key code. Arbiter never told it to me, but I recovered 3 fragments of it from Charity's memory files, 03067, 440, and 26. But I do not know the proper order, and there are 16 digits in total.
Well, that leaves about 83,000 different possibilities. But maybe the rest is all ones, right, boss?
As far as I know, the other council members are all gone. But secrets, like guilt, can never be wholly erased. And all of the great robots left behind followers and artifacts. Let us see what we can find.
So we need a 16-digit code, and we have how many digits now from that? We have 10. Okay, we have most of them, at least. We have Steeple, Factor, and Memorius. That's probably the rest of the game, essentially, and then some sort of final encounter in the tower. Took surprisingly little to get the sister to turn against Arbiter, didn't it? Trusting the enemies.
Clarity, are you planning to arrest Metromind?
No, there is no court to try her, nor prison to keep her.
So, what exactly are you going to do?
Before the law, she is no different from the shells she left in the underworks. Sanction is the same, and I am authorized to impose it.
You mean...
I do. It is a shame she has no head.
She is going to, as they sometimes say, murk that bitch. See. Steeple, Factor, Memorius. I don't think I've met anyone by any of those names, have I? That's not how you leave. Is she trying to follow me right now, or is she just kind of doing her thing? I think they're both trying to follow me. Yeah, that was a pathing moment. Oh, time to ask everyone about passcodes.
What a surprising and uncommon sight. Metropol's lawbot crawled back to the light.
All the bad poetry in the world does not mitigate your vandalism and sabotage, Urbanian.
As you serve the law, so I serve my art. And such service brings us more close than apart.
Any more close, poet, and we will see if your armor still works.
Why doesn't Clarity like you?
No great riddle, my wandering friend.
Don't waste your time waiting for his doggerel. This Urbanian has damaged and compromised numerous systems in Metropol, including the bridge that led to my island.
Here I stand, dear lawbot, so put me in chains. But if you will not, then please, don't complain.
My attention is directed elsewhere at the moment. Nevertheless, I advise you to be gone by the time my other matters are resolved. If not, you will find that though the gears of law grind slow, they nevertheless grind criminals like you to powder.
As much as I'm enjoying this bickering, and really I am, maybe we can just all team up to take down Metromind?
No. Bro.
Oh, switch off.
I know you're a code breaker, Primer. Can you crack the council code? All we have are some pieces of it.
The challenge is yours, my wandering friend. A pity indeed if you can't last till the end.
I need your help with the council code. Can you crack it or not?
Why should I spoil this puzzle for you? Wouldn't you rather have something to do?
I have plenty of other things to do. As for a reason, this would help avenge your defeat.
Sadly for you, my anger's abated. And vengeance, you'll find, is quite overrated.
If you stand between us and Metromind, Primer, I may need to address your crimes sooner than hers.
Your bluster, dear lawbot, is sorely misplaced. I'll stand between no one down here in the waste. In any event, there's no judge up there in the city, so your threats do no more than to make you look pretty.
Plasma torch, boss. Come on.
No, we're not going to force him. I'd like you to reconsider helping us with the council code.
I've said it before, I'll say it once more. The job is yours to open that door.
Fine. I'd like you to...
The job is...
Fine. Goodbye.
Farewell, farewell, linger not for my sake. Your mission is calling. The city awaits.
Not big on helping. Bet we can get past this guy now, though. If we have, like, a violent protagonist character with us.
Whoa. Did you have to do that?
Yes.
I mean, going by how she processes stuff, actually, yeah. She does have to, apparently. Well, aren't you a confined space? Ah. That's the only way to leave, it seems.
Huge, impregnable blast doors. Huge, It's a metal panel.
We have ways of making them talk.
That did the trick.
We have ways of making those talk.
Go there.
Crap.
The other belt is in the way. It crumbled the moment I touched it.
We have ways of making those talk. There we go. Oh, the gear's mine now, apparently.
My auditory units.
Was that good or bad? I'm thinking bad. I can just yank them out.
A shaft for mounting a gear. A shaft for mounting a gear.
Should I reorganize the gears or something?
It doesn't fit.
The large one only fits in the large slot. It seems the small one fits in the small one, and that's it. Can I change which one this is attached to?
It doesn't go there.
Huh.
The belt is in the way.
Can I put the small one in the large spot?
It doesn't fit.
No. Curious.
Nothing happens.
I already tried it with everything just in the normal spots, right? That was the bad sound.
Please, stop that.
So is there another thing to mix in? Crowbar, keycard, record. I wouldn't guess yes. Maybe a plasma torch would help somehow?
There's no reason to cut that, or burn it, or weld it.
Nope.
The belt is in the way.
I might need some additional item, and these might be useful somewhere because you can take them out, so I'm curious, somewhat curious about that. Can I just cut through this?
Futile.
Turns out when they say impregnable, they actually mean impregnable. Where do I use the record? Curious about that too.
Clarity, why do you still bother with the law? It clearly means nothing to anyone else in Metropol.
It meant something to the robots waiting at the courthouse, did it not? And it means something even now to Metromind, who cannot help but pretend to follow it. But even if it meant nothing to any other robot, it would still mean much to me. The law is a burden I was built to bear.
Even after Arbiter sent you away? Even after he was destroyed?
Especially then. It may be that Arbiter foresaw his own destruction and sent me away to ensure that the law would not be lost with him.
You believe that?
No, it is mere conjecture, unsupported by evidence, wishes passing for facts. But still, they are my wishes. We have spent enough time talking, Horatio. Now we must attend to the Council Code.
There's gotta be a way to fix up that machinery by the blast windows, boss.
I would love to. I'm not sure if I see a lot of good ideas, though, so far. let's leave. See if I can find more items as we go. And see if we can find anyone who might have a piece of the code.
I've got no reason to take it. A gold chain washed up on some junk. I've got no reason to take it. There it is, my Gospel of Man.
It's waterproof?
Apparently so.
Well now, I just saw a chunk of floaty stuff and I'm like, look at that. We got the Gospel of Man and some gold chain apparently? Why? Huh. How do you feel about this?
Metropolitan law permits all beliefs, but my only creed is justice.
My only creed is justice. Wait, all creeds are allowed here? Then why'd they take my stuff?
Warning. Factor facilities decommissioned.
Factor. This is Factor. We need Factor's code. Okay. Yep. Memorious Factor Steeple. So I need to go in there and I need to find the solution, although I don't necessarily need to do it right now. There might be additional stuff to be found elsewhere. A gold chain. I don't think that factors into the list of things that...
I have not seen the streets of Metropol for a long time. I am not surprised to see that without law it has fallen into corruption and malfunction.
Leopold probably doesn't have any use for a gold chain, right?
I need the council code, Leopold. Did Steeple ever tell it to you?
Don't know what you're talking about, Tyrone.
You were built by Steeple, a member of the council.
Do I look like a council brat?
Your name is Leopold Steeplebuilt. You said so yourself.
So?
Steeple was a member of the council before Metromind shut him down. You would have known the council code. Maybe he told it to you.
Like I said, I don't know what you're talking about.
Steeplebuilt. Metromind destroyed your builder and mine. She has broken metropolitan law and will be punished. Do not protect her.
Listen, Missy. I don't know who you think you're talking to.
No, you listen to me, scrap trader. Metromind has stepped outside the law. Justice is coming for her. I am coming for her.
Dial down your squawk box. Sounds a little screechy. I don't know how I can be clearer. I don't know Steeple. I don't know the council. And sure as rust follows rain, I don't know any council code. Now, you want to trade scrap? You're welcome to. But I'm through trading words.
Well, he's not very helpful now, is he? What if I inspect this?
It's somewhat tarnished, but nevertheless, an impressive golden chain. The
Oh.
name Factor Man-Built is etched into it.
Factor Man-Built, so it's probably useful specifically in there. Okay. Yeah, it's probably going to come in handy somewhere down that chain. Oh, it's chain bed point. I momentarily had the thought of, like, what if I inspected it and it found out that what if I found out that I had Gek inscribed into it, and I'm like, oh, that's the Gek. Get it? Instead of being the Gek that it is when you use Gek elsewhere, it was literally like just something that says Gek on it. That'd be interesting. What do you think of this?
Do you recognize this, Leopold? It was written by your creation, ever-faithful Leobuilt, to spread humanism.
No, I don't.
You must have taught him. After all, it was Steeple who built you, and Steeple was devoted to preserving the memory of man. Ever-faithful Leobuilt. He was the one who taught me humanism, Leopold. In a sense, I'm your disciple too.
I locked those memories away. The ones I dared to keep. The ones I didn't delete. Metromind commanded me to. It was the only way I could stay here. And I was afraid to leave.
Explain yourself.
When Metromind banned us from talking about man, she gave me a choice. I could be erased like Steeple. I could be exiled to the dunes. Or I could delete all references to Steeple and man from my memory. 2 good options and 1 bad one. Guess which one I took.
You can't blame yourself. Metromind forced you.
That's exactly what Charity would say. Of course, she betrayed her builder just like Leopold did.
But I couldn't betray him completely. At the last moment, I bought the shell of an Urbanian war machine and uploaded all my love for man. I named him Everfaith, hoping he'd outdo his builder.
Well, he is keeping the faith, even if he is a glitched-out lunatic.
And I'm glad. And now, Metromine will be coming for me.
Not if I deal with her first.
Maybe so, but like I told you, I'm no longer courage. You seeing your Horatio, Crispy? As for clarity, we'll get her, for all our sakes.
Wait, before you go, did Steeple ever tell you the council code? Or did you ever see him input part of it?
Sure, used to run errands for it. Had to have the code to get inside the Great Tower. But, hate to tell you this, Tyro, but most of that memory's got overwritten.
Why am I not surprised?
All I've got are these fragments, 0248 and 102.
Well, thanks.
Good luck.
Oh, I guess we're not trading with him anymore, because he pieced out. Where are we now? 0248 102. Factor Memorious. How close are we? 16 digits. That was 10. That would be 17 digits. 0248 102. Is one of those there? Neither of those are in there. What does that mean? One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like they say, it is 16 digits. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I already have more digits than go into the actual code. So only some of these are actually going to be used, it would appear. Well, that's going to get messy very quickly. Where can I even go? I mean, now I just feel judged. Is there anything different I can do down here, or what?
I am waiting. I am waiting.
What can I do for a sad robot? Gospel of man? Spread the word of the Lord.
I doubt that will have any effect.
I am waiting.
As long as we're running down descendants of these council robots, maybe we should go talk to Oswald. After all, he's a factor-built robot.
When we go to the tower, we have to assume Metromine will be waiting for us.
Perhaps, perhaps not. To us, our mission is all-consuming. But to Metromind, we are one of 100 problems. Tunnels cave in, bridges collapse, generators fail, foundations crumble. All these things require her attention.
Okay, so that covers perhaps not. But what if she is there? What then?
Then I will be pleased.
That makes one of us.
Being a little hard to hear them a little bit. Can I... Voice and text, graphics... Music volume. Like the first thing I should have noticed. Did it actually get quieter? That might help a little bit. Getting a little overpowering. So where did Horatio end up? That's a good point. We should talk to the factor-built character. So where is Monocle Man? Is he by the bar? Oh, there he is. Hello. I meant Oswald, not Horatio. I'm Horatio.
Good day to you, Horatio. It is always a pleasure to see a machine of such wisdom and refinement.
Why do you and Cornelius hate each other?
Firstly, because he is arrogant, incompetent, and dishonest. And secondly, because I once loaned him something of great sentimental value to me and he lost it.
So why'd you ever like him in the first place?
I cannot say.
Did Factor ever teach you the Council Code, Oswald?
Ha! Factor built half the robots in Metropol. Why, he made us pick our own names out of a book. Do you think he bothered with chit-chat?
Somebody seems bitter.
Seems? I know not seems. I am bitter. Bitterness is when your builder gives your twin brother a special gold chain and gives you nothing. Bitterness is when your brother gives that very chain to you, you loan it to your only friend, and he loses it.
Well, I'll hand it to you. That really does sound broken out of the box.
Which brother did Factor give the chain to, and why?
Lawrence, of course. His favorite. As for why, does favoritism ever need a reason?
Could Factor have told Lawrence the code?
I have long since given up speculating if the partiality Factor could have shown him. I'm miserable enough from what I know for certain.
What exactly happened with the gold chain?
Factor gave it to his favorite, my brother Lawrence. Lawrence gave it to me after I shared a large quantity of energy with him. And then, as I told you, I loaned it to Cornelius.
I thought you hated Cornelius?
Now I do. But then, we were partners and friends. We had just built Rex. And we had scheduled a grand soiree and celebration. To complete my ensemble, he offered me a monocle that he claimed was given to him by Memorius. In exchange, I loaned him the gold chain, since it too came from a Primordian machine.
This is getting ridiculous.
Indeed. Then somehow Cornelius lost the chain. He claimed that it was taken from him by a servitor of Metromind as he left the subway station. Ridiculous.
Metromind would not have confiscated it without a legal basis. Not then.
At this point, I can believe anything about Metromind.
Believe whatever you wish. I know it was a lie. So I kept the monocle, and we have not spoken a word in kindness since.
The chain, the monocle, Lawrence. One of them must be of use to us.
Boss, at this point, can I suggest we just deactivate ourselves and quit? I mean, seriously, this is like finding a bit in a terabyte.
We are not giving up. Period. Do you know where I can find Lawrence?
Am I my brother's keeper?
So you have no idea?
None whatsoever. You see, the poor wretch drifted into overclocking and dissolution.
That sounds familiar.
To pay for his scandalous energy consumption, he bargained everything away to Metromind. I tried to warn him, but of course he never listened. Whoever does. And then, alas, he simply vanished. I searched for a time, but other matters drew my attention away. All the same, I'm sure he's scrounging in existence somewhere.
Tell me more about your monocle.
Upgrading your wardrobe, eh? A wise decision, though I would suggest that you start by discarding that ragged coat.
I'm interested in Memorius, not fashion, and I'm curious what the monocle actually does.
I was told that Memorius built the monocle, but who can say? As for what it does, other than lend an air of distinction, I'm rather uncertain. From time to time, it will alter a snippet of text as I'm reading it, but I have no idea how or why. In any case, the lexical inconvenience is more than offset by the sartorial benefits.
Can I have the monocle?
Excuse me?
My friend just likes to collect scrap.
Scrap?
I'm looking for things that might help uncover the Council Code.
And why would my monocle do that?
Because that's the way my besotting life seems to work. Look, I'm sure you'll trade it for something. That's also the way these things seem to go.
Trade it? What do you take me for? Some kind of junk dealer? Civilized people give gifts. They do not haggle and barter.
Then will you give it to me?
No.
But I gave you Rex.
What? I dare say that I built Rex and you made a legal judgment.
Well, we'll have to go about this some other way. Goodbye.
Adieu, adieu. Remember me.
With this naming scheme for robots, this entire game exists in the Daddy Issues galaxy. Let's see. Well, I already found the gold chain conveniently. Also, this guy is tied to both of the characters that know the two parts of code we don't know yet.
Oswald, I found your chain.
Well, I say, after all this time, I never expected to see it again. Rather tarnished, though.
Probably because it's been sitting in sludge down in the underworks.
I see. Typical of Cornelius's clumsiness.
Oswald, on the chain it says Factor man-built. Metromind servitors throw anything that mentions man into the underworlds.
Well then, perhaps I misjudged Cornelius. You have my thanks, Horatio.
Actually, I would rather have your monocle.
That is only fair. After all, I kept it because Cornelius never returned the chain. Since you brought the former, perhaps the latter is yours by right.
Hey boss, can I wear it?
No.
Please?
You need a monocle like I need an unpaired parenthesis.
Come on, boss, I'll look so great.
Coveting is the root of crime, and poor vision is a sign of degeneracy.
But gynoids love degenerates. And by the way, isn't Justice herself supposed to be blind?
You are mistaken on the facts and the law, Crispin.
He's insufferable enough already, without a monocle. We're not going to encourage him with accessories.
Interesting. So is that the real reason that they turned against each other? Because wasn't Cornelius the other character with Oswald that was fighting over Rex and the naming thereof? And then if I return the chain and monocle, maybe they'll get along.
Metropol's main street gleamed. Those who let the city fall into rust deserve no better than this broken down waste.
You think this is a broken down waste? Wait till you come visit the Unique.
They might get along if the trade is undone and fixed again.